Okay, so we're back. We come off the loss, Dolphins. We find ourselves 3-2. We have to face off against the 3-2 Texans as well. Okay, they got Trey Hendrickson. Okay, so we'll always have to pay attention to that. I just skip that. But we're gonna have our hands full as we're gonna have to try to stop Joe Mixon in the rushing attack from Houston while dealing with CJ Stroud. They are coming to uh, New England, so hopefully the home crowd can help us out a little bit. But can we get another good performance from Drake May, who has been the starter all season? Oh, hold on a second. Um, so we're gonna see if we can get to 4-2, because right now the division is very tight. They're third in rushing yards. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Miami leads the division at 4-1. Everybody else is 3-2. AFC is kind of crazy right now. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay. Just sharing the stream out. So give me 1 second. Okay, so that's there. Okay. All right, let's have some fun with this. So hopefully you all are having a good night. I think some of you might have a long weekend ahead of you, so that's obviously a good thing. If you're in here, jump in the chat, say what's up.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Okay. We got a rainy game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL
This is
season,
the first
and we
weather
are
game of the
underway
season.
on EA Sports.
All right, we'll take a knee on that one.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So one team is going to be 3-2 after this. I mean, 4-2, sorry.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's see what the weather does for ball security.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it,
Drake
and that'll
May
fall
kill
incomplete.
I think he had to load that
I don't
one
know,
before he
Rod.
wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a
I
license,
actually
don't you?
think
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just
it's gonna be
lucky
tough,
it wasn't
obviously.
a fumble, really. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
seems kind of delayed. Yeah.
To throw, it's May. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Patriots offensive line is trash, man. I mean, yeah, but I feel like last week was the first time in a while they actually had the same offensive line back-to-back games.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was
The
getting
key
these
will obviously
negative
be
plays on 1st and 2nd
what's
down.
the
That's something they
game
have to
plan.
be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Stroud now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot
Because
of
the
times it's
Texans,
called a
their
jailbreak.
rushing defense
It wasn't
is,
quite that fast,
I
but
think,
fast enough that he
middle
had
of the
no
pack.
time to look downfield and set himself
So
to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
they're going to try to obviously establish the
An incomplete
run.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stroud. Buying time to his left. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Got those.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Throwing here is May.
That
one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands.
Yeah, so Rod, like,
I'm not. You look at the defense
having my expectations way too high for this game
right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at
I'm just interested to see what the energy looks like with May. I just feel like with Brissett, guys are getting kind of bogged down.
Nothing doing on that one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
What? I didn't even pick up play. What just happened here? Okay, that was weird.
To the air, May.
What?
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety
the circle button twice, and then it threw the pass, and then had me locked onto the receiver.
And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes
your shoulders. Is it lagging for you guys watching?
So that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
I'm assuming
he got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back.
And he can only manage to get a couple.
Something tells me that this game's probably going to get restarted.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This has been the last couple of times I've played games that's done this.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Okay, they're not supposed to win a lot this year.
Flushed out right.
So I don't have any problem with that.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up
the organization's made that known for a while. This is not going to get fixed overnight.
Is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over.
They still have spots on the team that need upgrade.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case.
If they get the 6 wins, Vegas have them at 4.5 before the season.
As this drive begins with a first down. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll throw with May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's May. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over.
gotta break through with this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ugly quarter so far.
Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On the return, here's Agnew. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. No score after one on EA Sports.
In my way.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. To the right side, this is Stevenson.
There we go.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
I literally
And they're going to mark
X
that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's hope it doesn't cost me.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mixon with a first down carry. Shoves him aside near the 35. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't know what Cole Strange's awareness is, but
to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun, it's May. That is caught.
Keep going, keep going.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Finding Bourne here over the middle.
Right. That's 4-yard gain.
Completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Cole Strange did his job on that
101
one.
yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Stevenson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll run with Stevenson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Who? Who's in pain? What?
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. He is in. Touchdown, New England. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the
This is
kicking
no
meter,
good.
man.
Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Okay, it stopped on that one. All right. Oh, it's going to make it work.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 44 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him.
They
well, you have
can't
to be
get out
athletic
and
to try and block that guy.
Block on
just in this case,
like, what are
the
we
defense
doing?
won. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking to throw, May. Pass caught here by Osborne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2nd and 6. Touchdown!
That's what I'm talking about, boring.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates. Him as he tries to become their leader.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. May going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And we always knew the potential was there, and Collins took a massive leap in his 3rd season, realizing that potential, producing just under 1,300 yards a year ago. The Texans love his big frame and believe in this young man, and he'll be their big-time receiver for now and the future.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that gets him back within 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Why not?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Let's go with this right here.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. Fighting through.
What?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mix it up the middle. Evades him at the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Come on. There we go.
Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
All right.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
2 drives. I'm gifted on good field position because the kicking meter.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Momentum is completely gone to the other side.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Look at that.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Cole Strange, I swear.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Strange. Okay.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, May with it. Out right to Bourne. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'll take that.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. To throw, it's May. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's going to be a yard short.
Why did he come back short of the 1st down?
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The game.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back to Mixon on 1st down.
I swear, if he broke out of that,
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough.
Now all of a sudden my offense
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 70. And the Texans have taken a fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks.
What was
Eventually,
that?
something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Steps away. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Stroud finding Mixon here again.
Every guy he just goes off to the side of the screen.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play.
I'm glad the defense pursued on that one.
No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay,
now.
Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing here is May. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
I guess.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
Block.
So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
I feel like we know where this is going.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
Of course.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Mixon. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now.
To the air, May. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first.
Now
just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you
when
their
it doesn't
coaches and
matter.
other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that fourth.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the fourth. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Texans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
O-line played well every other game. This one, they couldn't do anything. All right, well, we're 3-3. We got the Jags next. Might have to tweak this team a little bit. I'm not sure how, but got to tweak some stuff. Because I don't know what that was. It's like as soon as you drop back, a guy's just breaking through the line. And I know the offensive line isn't that great, but I mean, could have blocked somebody. All right. So 29-19, we lose that one. Let's see, we're going to do advance tonight. So I guess the Jags game should be maybe like Monday or over the weekend maybe. I guess that'd be my guess. But started off so well. And then like flipping the switch. It just all went down the toilet. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Figure out what to do with the team, but still 3-3. I think. Does that put us last in the division now? 2 weeks ago, we were fighting for first, and now we're last. I think. Actually, let me see. I don't understand why it was like stuttering when I was on offense at like the most crucial times. Like, that's crazy to me. Especially in the second half when I was like, I'm trying to win a game here. But it is what it is. Yeah, we're now in last with the Jets. All right, I guess we're climbing back up the hill. because we started the season. Then we're 3-1. Now we're 3-3. Jacksonville's 2-3. I think that'd be a good opportunity to get a win. What the heck is Jay Brooks on the New Orleans? Is that it's like a Jonathan Brooks? Joe Mixon's second leading rusher in the league. Okay. All right. Now I'm really out of here. So you all be safe. God bless. I'll see you guys next stream. I should have a video up tomorrow, maybe later tonight, probably tomorrow, where I will do my picks for the week. Yeah. And I will talk about Drake May. You know, I kind of did in a video before, but not sure what I'll talk about. Maybe my expectations, stat line wise. Might take a guess on that. But I guess you have to tune into that video to see, do I have the Patriots winning Sunday against the Texans in Drake May's first start? Like I said, over the weekend or early next week should be the next game with the Jags. College football. I played a game earlier, but it was CPU, so I didn't stream it. I may put some of those gameplays up. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But thanks again, everybody. Be safe. God bless. See you next stream video. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night and your weekend. All right.